gift and purpose. Celestial energies. We all got them. Gift and purpose, the elementals, the Dagara cosmology of Burkina Faso, West Africa. Celestial bodies, also known as the energetic centers, the subtle bodies, the chakras. Friday, February 16th, 6:30 p.m. Mountain. At Crohn's Hollow, join me in person, 3834 South Main Street, Salt Lake City, Utah. Register online and receive a Celtic Tree Divination ebook. Harmonic.tv/Crohn's-Hollow. And I'll see you there. Ashe, blessings.
Inshallah and Ashe. It's a mystical Monday. Divine wills, blessings to you and for you. Welcome to the weekly snippet. Once again, I am your host, the Tonya D. I'm a practicing holistic shaman, medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon, and a reflector by design, human design. I do follow the lunar energies through the seasons of the celestial bodies, along with the gates in human design. Reflective. I do call myself a holistic shaman medium, which is just a blending, a merging, a choreography of them all. And if you are new to my show, my channel, please subscribe, ring the bell to alert other celestial like-minded beings in the galactic universe that really resonate with my lunar frequencies. Reflecting, divine reflections. We are in the ebbs and the flows of energetic transformation, change, the elementals, the celestial energies. We are kind of already in this cosmic soup. It's a celestial wishing tree. And if you haven't joined me for Origins Revolution on this fantastic deal here that's happening, Origins Revolution, the kickoff was actually last Friday, Origins, on the New Moon's Day. Not really the New Moon's Day, but there was a new moon. Our roots inherit great intuition naturally. It's time to go back to our origins. Spirit, our intuition, our gift. The year of the Yangwood Green Dragon has totally begun, and period 9, which actually began February 4th. This is a cycle of elemental fire right before the Super Bowl kickoff, if you will. And I'm not bragging, but I'm kind of bragging. I'm just saying. And the elementals, the rising of the phoenix from the ashes. And not only that, tomorrow I kick off Pluto in Aquarius. I'm going to do insights for that one tomorrow. And why revolution? We're on change. It's a 20-year cycle with the elements along with celestial energies. We're kind of closing the gap. It's a spirited hall of fame. Period 9, elemental fire. I don't need to say more, do I? So it's like new evolved technologies, or possibly they pull Tesla out of the bag, out of the rabbit. Health, period 9, the fire element, Aquarius, coinciding with Pluto, air feeds fire. Fire transforms all the elementals, even within us and outside of us. Scalar waves, I hope you've heard of scalar waves, energy healing, you say. I truly have been toting energy is the medicine of the future. I truly believe that. I've been toting that for years, among other curiosities, but join me in my online virtual coven. It really is beyond time. You know, I can feel it, and I hope you can as well. It's a virtual reality, if you will. The replays are in the coven on the highway. The link is below in the show notes. And also, right in front of us, I'm getting all galactic QR coding now. You can do a QR code. I'm getting brilliant. Club.tonyad.tv/origins. You can tune in still. But being a seer of the unseen, following the goddess of the night, the celestial energies through those skies, seasons, and gates, it's got a very different flavor. I've been doing this for a few years now. And if you have yet to subscribe here on YouTube, heartfelt, please do. Ring the bell if you don't mind, so I can take my channel, my show, beyond the infinite to the other world, if you will. Share with your friends and ultimately be the star that I believe each of us are. And for other mystical musings, including spilling the tea, Spill the Tea, my online little show I do once a month. Subscribe to my Musing News. Spill the Tea is on the third Friday of each and every month. It's a live venue, 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time, through Zoom usually, or in my little coven there. We have Spill the Tea this Friday. It's a monthly gathering for my tribe. And this month, if you participated in Omen Days, the Four of Cups. For the whole month of February, you can tune into that. It's a monthly collective message I did. It's really about like opening up our heart and what do we feel about, like, where do we fit in this cosmic highway and the physical realities in this world? And is anybody having a new moon hangover, or did the celebrations just kind of get started? They just flowed right along with the dragon, the green dragon. That's kind of what I sensed and also what I felt. So besides spilling the tea, the green dragon, it's elevated me. Can I just say that? Things are about to get a little wild, mystical. The weird becomes normal. And the scene of our highest vision, our third eye, illuminating and then some. But we also have Valentine's this week, which, do you even know the story of Valentine's? I kind of don't go down the rabbit hole, but the tiger is always the beginning of spring. The rabbit is the apex of the spring. It's a transitional season between the interseasons. The spring equinox, Aries season, Austera. But happy Moon's Day, celestial beings. And with the Aquarian energy being really, I'm going to say huge, big, galactic this year, actually for the following 20 years, it really is the kickoff. And Mars is actually moving into Aquarian energy as well. So this might just ignite some celestial energies, social gatherings, connections, community, collaborating, a virtual collage, if you will. Even in the Dagara cosmology, this is a year of connection, community, family of origins, using words, spiritual truths. So it's time to let kind of the canary out of the bag, or at least your 6-2 reflector. So be who you are, be eccentric, be unapologetically fantastic, be yourself, whatever that is for you. And Aquarius energy manifests in unique, unfiltered ways for each and every one of us. Individuality. In other words, imagine your inner world reflecting out into the future. Quantum physics, right? And I'm not sure about you, but for myself, the air literally has shifted. I felt it when Pluto moved, but it really began initiation when elemental fire, February 4th, and into the dragon. A total shift in perspective. And as a reflector, following the moon, the celestial weaving tree, if you will, the weather, the moon's guidance, that barometer. Reflector guidance this week, because we do have the moon in the season of Aries, loving it. And with Mars moving into Aquarius, the sun on the moon's day today, feeling extra spicy, maybe more inspirited, and Mars getting some solar flares in Aquarius. If there happens to be some forces of adversity, challenges, a snippet, a problem, something nagging at you, something that's had you kind of stumped or curious for more than a while, more than a minute, it really is time to use some of that Martian solar flaring energy. Maybe you have the audacity, something to take the initiative, take the crack at it, break the egg. Instead of being a procrastinator, be the optimistic venue. Even do something nice for your own damn self for a change. Waiting for something outside of you? Do some self-love, inner protocol work for a change and that transformation. Have you been feeling overstimulated, too much coffee, maybe a little out of it, or in the blah, blah, blahs? I do both ways, not saying. Environment totally matters for me, by the way. If you've been in my dream space. But put on your headphones, go out into the world. I usually get on the treadmill, lift some weights. I work it all out. It's time to be our own main character of our own starlight, our own stage, doing so for an hour. Own your own badass magical self, very heart aligning, heart vibrating. And why not turn today into a moment of personal self-love and using all that fiery energy, all that Martian energy, which can also result in maybe having a short fuse where you snip it. So between today and tomorrow, there's this energy to kind of regulate our emotions. I would say be a little bit more of a hermit and just really connecting with your higher self. Solitude, even solicit your own inner solitude. Another great way to really spend time really alone with yourself. This is like Wednesday, Thursday, initiation, because when Wednesday we actually have moon in Taurus, and I love this, the Taurus bull. The goddess of the night is moving into Taurus, so it's time to really love ourselves more, first and foremost, which we should be anyway. Valentine's, it's like, what's your own inner world love quotient, and really stream that love outward so it's actually surrounding you. It's time to kind of romance our own stone of self-love and all the things, all the sauce. I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'm buying myself Omar's chocolates. If you've ever been to Rawtopia in Salt Lake City, nothing like his chocolates. I'm salivating even thinking about them. But just allowing your inner sensual artist out, paint a new canvas. Life truly is art. It is the artist's way. Get a massage. Definitely a Taurus moon kind of energy. I know my Taurus friends are always getting massages. It's kind of their sensual act. It's the body, right? It's earthy. It's the body. Climbing into our own skin and loving the skin that we're ultimately in. So you may have an ultra sensation. There's this fixed energy between Aquarius, Taurus, Sun, and Moon. They're squaring beliefs, mindset, and really taking a breath and a lunar pause. Go with the flow, the celestial flow, adaptability. Embrace it with open arms and really allow change and transformation to happen to you. Happen for you, not to you. We've got those barometers, right? And into the weekend, we do have one of my favorite energies. Actually, I love it all. What am I saying? We have a gem energy, the moon in Gemini. So you may have the urge to go out and be a conversationalist, a chatty little witty butterfly, human connectivity. The moon is trining the sun, air, right? Tidying up the air waves of Aquarius season. So it's like lean in, gravitate towards humanity, connection, society. Get out, share your Omar's chocolates from Rawtopia. Stay curious, question everything, give compliments, even receive a compliment. Take this opportunity to get out into the world, be chatty, but also listen with the intention to really learn into it, if you will. Spark something new, an illuminated perspective. So with all this air energy, you really can't catch air, or can you? Just avoid over floating on the clouds. Maybe your nervous system gets a little triggered. Maybe it gets on fire. Maybe it needs a breath and it needs that lunar pause, but really protecting that energy, even create personal boundaries, if you will. We all need them. And also avoid overcommitting, trying to be there for all the things. Reflectors do reflect. And on a side note, thanks for taking my moon meditation beyond 1,000 views. Ready to go beyond the 2,000 marker? I hope so. But on the menu this week, really all I got is my show tomorrow with Pluto in Aquarius. I'm just going to dive deep on that, share some insight on how Pluto in Aquarius, the element of fire, kind of emerging along with this dragon of a year. You cannot make this stuff up. And if you haven't, again, subscribed here on YouTube, please do so. Besides the celestial energies and the podcasts, I do new and full moon meditations, along with moon rituals from the Dagara cosmology, usually, mostly, and the elementals. But on the elemental highway today, we do have a wood dragon of a year. The dragon brings the mystical, magical energies. Can I just say that I'm already feeling the excitement? I hope you can too. So this transformation, yang wood, is happening. It's innovation. Something not of this world. So I would literally dream galactic. I would dream universal. And on the month we have yang fire, Mars, you say, the sun, Jupiter, fire elementals. Today we have a yang fire horse of a day. There's a lot of elemental fire, cosmic fire, friends, charisma, lighting up the stage, wood feeding the fires. Earth is rooted. So it's like creativity maybe needs to be nurtured, earthly treasures. We are missing metal. but the treasure's there somewhere, right? We need to be strict. We need to set some boundaries around our assets, what it is our creativity is, refining it. Water is steaming. We've got all that fire, and water and metal, stones even, protection. It's this quick, lively, excitable kind of inertia. Mars and Aquarius, I can already sense it. Quick to respond, words, fighting words maybe, or maybe they're complimentary words, but just not taking on more than we can actually handle. Maybe we're overly passionate, overly excited, but our day is rooted in the month. We do have like wise mentors, wisdom. That would be the goal. We may have we may even become or be seen as the wise mentor, the leader, kindness, be self-loving, embodying self-love, do loving things for and to ourselves. Metal is wealth. Fire needs to forge metal into a useful tool. So it's time to thrive, be self-sustaining. The hour of the dog, we do have a fire trine. So again, more fire. And the hour of the rabbit, we've got a complete wood direction, which we're going to have for the entire month, by the way. The hour of the rabbit and a rabbit day, a lot of wood energy, feeding the fire on the month. Different elementals, by the way. But metal and water, speak into the water, invoke the water, the spirits of water. Call in healing waters, get into the passionate flow, the charismatic flow. And on a side note, with Mars in Aquarius for V-Day, there's still lessons around love that we can learn through the energy of Aquarius, with Mars in the mix and Pluto, just saying. Either way, enjoy your sexy self, pull out your own charm bag, your mystical charm bag, and use this charismatic energy. And we haven't had Mars in Aquarius since 2022. You know, what else is curious? I thought you'd never ask, of course. But Mercury, Venus, and Mars are all doing this cosmic streaming. They're kind of creating a celestial streaming, creating links with Pluto. Streaming, scalar waves, right? Universal streams. All at the first degree in this whole week long. So just allow yourself to take an Aquarian, a very Aquarian, innovative approach. Unconventional, did you say? Maybe radical, love story, you say? However, recognize the energy. It just may have the potential to kind of weave airwaves, teeter-totter, if you will, giving us a cosmic bliss, vibrational tune-up, or maybe a vibe check, a frequency check-in of the cycle we're about to embark upon. I mean, I would really journal this week. It may be ultra intense, but just be aware of any unhealthy power dynamics and crossroads, acute, chronic, within yourself or around your environment. Be reflective. It's like, is this me or is this them? And Venus on the tail of Mars later in the week, it's kind of a reminder that we do not need to get too overly hung up on the shoulds, the should-haves of what our relationships look like. Somebody else kind of telling us what the fantastic life looks like. Remove the status quo, the standards of society norms. You know, we all fit in a different peg, and some of us are just not in that box. So remove those expectations that have actually been placed upon us, scrubbing our energetic fields, expectations for how we love and even receive love. The bounty is within us, within ourselves. So if you are on the hunt for a red partner, a Valentine pink partner, actively searching for that romance barometer, you know, that's what those apps are for. Opportunities, get out, go date yourself is what I'm going to do. Put yourself on that virtual mingle stage, the old-fashioned way even. Work with the celestial energies. Spirit really does have our back, just saying. And if you can go into your memoirs back into December 2020, not the beginning, the galactic conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn that was happening for us, were there any lessons percolating, you know, kind of mesmerizing in your percolator, if you will, your coffee pot, your celestial teapot? I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? Alice in Wonderland during that time period. So that may be relevant in the now, in the moment, be in the now. Okay, so I'm changing up my weekly messages. I'm going to I'm playing up with it a little differently. I am still going to use Cindy Dell's Subtle Body Oracle deck. If you'd like to learn from me, Change Your Stars is all about the subtle and meeting the elementals. But since we were spending 20 years illuminating our third eye, super exciting, I just thought, why not? Why not go with this? So let's gravitate here. Look at me, I'm getting all crafty. So why not? Period 9, elemental fire. First up on this moon's day, I guess I can move the deck. On this moon's day, first up, let's take it back a notch. There we go. And put her, in the center. I'll get better at this as time goes by, I promise. Maybe, no, I'm a reflector, no promising. But on this moon's day, this is the 11th chakra. I guess I could tune it up. Oh, there we go. Got to angle the hand just right? Force empathy, though. Let's get that just perfect because I am a Virgo rising. Force empathy, commanding forces. It's a pink dragon. I don't know if you noticed that. A pink mystical love dragon. This energy center activates between 42 and 48 years of age. So it's great for Reiki healers. Anybody uses their hands. Shamans, commanding the weather. That's what I use it for. Generative, degenerative forces, plus other mystical things. But it's like, what is our role? What can you be more self-led about? Where in your life can you be more in command of, your own command center? Call in the color rose or pink, I would say, to really cleanse your auric field, along with around our hands and our feet, kind of activate and percolate and cleanse those. Cleansing the 11th energetic center, even setting up a boundary. And then on Terrific Tuesday, there we go. I'll show you there. We've got the ether element ether, which, I mean, that's why I work on the etheric field, the etheric mirror. Just saying, love that. This is the divine mind and knowing all the things that are in perfect order, that the imperfect is actually perfect. It's the splash pad. There's no such thing as a mistake. It's just an opportunity. And holding our personal spiritual truths and infusing any system. It's like all systems, all energetic systems, all elementals, all imaginal, all the things, even all solar systems. Infuse the energy body, the energy egg, the mind, the body, the soul with your own spiritual truths, not that of the others. And ether always reminds me of The Fifth Element, the movie with Bruce Willis anyway, but it's a liquid gas. It's an energy. It's a spiritual energy that scientists have been trying to define for millennia. It's always funny to me. I won't go down that rabbit hole, but it is a vital energy of our divine pathway, which is actually made manifest on the elemental pathway. So I love this little energetic. And then we go from there on Valentine's Day. We go back to the 12th auric field. And by the way, these are upside right. I know the camera shows them upside wrong, but to me, that's just otherworldly energy coming in. But on Valentine's Day, we've got the 12 auric fields over here, which is great. The 12 auric fields. So what does that feel like? It's cleansing our auric fields. We really need to cleanse our auric fields. That's kind of what that says to me. It's activated to cleanse and bring that in. It's pretty interesting, filtering and cleansing our fields. I find that we actually don't cleanse and filter through our fields enough, filtering and protecting. This feels as if our environment possibly needs to be cleansed. Our surroundings are placing conditions upon us. I mean, energetically, it's first about the body, and then it's the environment outside of us, which could be home or work. So when your friends or family have an idea that goes against the conditioned, what is love anyway? I do actually have a new podcast episode coming out soon. Be sure to subscribe. Nitin Bhatnagar. I've had him on my show a few times. We're chatting it up about understanding human behavior and quantum physics of self-love or love. But either way, it's time to master our own human drama, climb into our skin fully and live fully in the skin that we're in, and really seeing ourselves with our own magical power, our own power, of course, after we do cleanse all of our energetic fields and illuminate the mystery of the human as divine. So this is being in this world and actually not of it, and really raising illuminating our frequency vibration. It really is a message that it's time to actually level up, if you will. So it's kind of fantastic that this is happening always for us, not to us, right? So that's awesome. And then we have the first chakra, which actually I believe we had this last week. I think we had both of these. So this really is a message like to root in, bring things into the physical world as well. This is all Taurus, right? The moon's in Taurus on these days. But the first energetic center, that wakes up when we're actually in the womb up to like 2-3 months. So you might want to go back into your childhood memories and activate your red rising of the serpent kundalini. This is safety, security, right? Thriving, bringing those spiritual truths down through the body to make manifest rooted in reality. It's time to thrive, you say. Be self-sufficient. We got a combination of pink and red, the rootedness of the first chakra, Mars, activated in Aquarius. So it really is time to spark our own divine self-love, self-worth energies, bringing it into the Earth star, activate it, initiate it. Again, the moon's in Taurus. We've got the Earth star. The moon is our sacral center. So these are lower energies, lower energetic centers, ancestors even. So I find that really interesting. I like to go on a quest and kind of do the cosmic dance, if you will, between those. But I think our roots, we've got the 11th and the 1st and everything in between, I believe, especially with the 12th auric fields. And our 12th energetic center is unique and individual to each and every one of us. So I think this is about us cleansing all of our fields and loving ourselves as if the divine loves us. That's how I see that. Loving ourselves as the divine, great spirit, the oneness, whatever you want to call it, loves us. And then we finish on Friday with our woohoo. We've had this a few times too. So this is like our will center as well. It's our third auric field connected to our third energetic center. It's like, who's in the way of our light? Who's in the way of our illumination? Our mind, the clarity, mental clarity. Like, what are we creating or crafting? Like spiraling in something. Be mindful. I like to use shapes. Actually, today I'm called to shapes. It's just what it is. Using shapes, energetic shapes, to really balance the threads. Sometimes we need to kind of stand in our own power and really embrace our powerful selves, our magical, powerful selves. But it's the power of love, not the love of power, with the 11th energetic center. And bring in the element of wood or metal, actually, on Friday, just saying, to add some structure to the third auric field and releasing judgments from the ancestral lineage, judgments around materialism, materialisticness, the physical, manifesting judgments. It's a manifestation energy. Things like because you're a woman, that you're not allowed to make money, right? You are to be home to cook and clean and do all the things. So it's like, are we still doing that? I know in some places we are, but it really is time to own the divine feminine, the warrior within us, Mars. We have the polarity of masculine and feminine, the yin and the yang, balancing the threads. So there's some integration to what we feel it is to be, or to feel like a woman, kind of like Shania Twain. So really getting clear, mental clarity, reconciliation around where your heart belongs in this world. Social circles, society, myself, I'm building my tribe. People that elevate and resonate with me. Even in the neighborhood, like, do I belong in this neighborhood or not? So it's like, where is your sphere of influence? And who are you influencing? And hopefully you're elevating that influential energy. Either way, ultimately, we are on our own, we are our own steward. We are our own stewards of our own land. Our heart knows where we do and don't belong. Be your own stewardess. Are you a leader or a follower? Are you in the box? Are you out of the box? Are you a peg? And somebody is trying to stuff you in that box? It's time to get out of the box. And when you know, you know. Crafting your own spiritual memoirs. What is your life goal? What did you come here to remember? It's time to remember why you have arrived. As far as an affirmation, I am illuminating, attracting, vibrating, whatever word you want to use, into a new field of light. Can you feel the joy molecules percolating in a different dimension? I sure hope so. With all of that, Ashe, as always, blessings and make it fantastic. Join me in Origins Revolution. We finish up with Pluto in Aquarius tomorrow. Ashe, as always, blessings.